Kuduzambala, Namaste, good morning to all respected viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, long live our friendship. Welcome to this online yoga session, Embassy of India, Thimpu Cultural Center. I am yoga teacher KV SSN Murthy here. So today I would like to recite a very important sloka from Indian culture called it's regarding our previous karma. Previous karma, how can we do our present karma? It's depend on our previous karma, how can we do our present karma called Purva Janma Krutam Papam Vyadi Rupena Bhadate Tat Shantihi Aushadaihi Danaihi Japa Homa Surarchanaihi. Means whatever we are struggling, whatever we are facing struggles or stress or diseases or disorders or conflicts, everything because of our previous karma. Previous karma means not in the previous birth, it may be because of previous day also. So that shantihi means if we want to calm down, we have several materials here called tat shantihi. Aushadaihi means medical equipments or food equipments, or danaihi means charity or giving for a good reason. And after that, japa means recitation to the God, to the Almighty. Then after that, homa means like a spiritual ritual which is offered to the holy fire. Then after that, surarchanai means to to do some puja or some spiritual practices, spiritual customs to the Almighty or to the our family gods. Okay, so coming to the Ayurveda session. So today Ayurveda session is again related to stress management. So as we know that stress management is not a disease, is not a disorder, but it can cause to many diseases, it can cause to many disorders. But every individual have a separate package of stress. So the same stress management medicines or equipments or practices may not suitable to others. Every individual is a separate unit here. So it is the people who are having stress, the quality of stress, or it is the people who are having that stress must know the regions, and they should know how to work on that on that specific regions. So meanwhile, we have very good techniques in Ayurveda also, Indian Ayurveda also, especially called Pushpa Ayurveda. Pushpa Ayurveda means a Bach, like in English. Also we the other name called Bach flower remedies. So Bach is a scientist. Again rediscovered the same principles from the plant-based medicines or flower-based medicines, but it was like in previous, it was in Ayurveda also, Pushpa Ayurveda. So today in front of us we have several colors of flowers, rose flowers. So please remember these rose flowers also very good to keep your mind calm and peace, as well as it is also very good stress relievers and stress busters. Like the preparation will be take like bright color rose. Now take that 2 or 3 petals, okay, 2 or 3 petals, and soak it in the water. See, I'm just doing for a trial. Soak it in the water. Then after just 15 minutes, it will give some fragrance. It will change its color also into the same like a light flower colors. After that, just try to drink that. Before drinking that, again try to, if possible, try to add honey, 1 or 2 drops, as well as a pinch of cardamom seeds, ilachi powder, with the rose leaves, water, honey drops and cardamom seeds powder or ilachi powder. This is a very simple and effective technique to make your mind feel relaxation. Then second thing is same preparation here with the milk. But if you want to take this milk, but specially take in the morning and the evening, not in the night. So the same thing, take that like petals of the flowers, it's a natural medicine. It is also good for your immunity also, as well as for your blood purification. Just add that rose petals. Then please remember, no need to eat that rose petals. Just take that extraction. Only take that extraction. This is also simple. Again here also we have honey drops and cardamom seeds, the powder. You can add those also in the milk. And if you only have this rose petals powder, it is available in the market, rose petals powder. So the same preparation, add this rose petals powder in the water or in the milk, try to add it properly, then properly mix the honey and ilachi. So these are very simple preparations to make your mind free and calm. These preparations also good for your beautification also. And as we know that we are in the very strange situations, very challenging situations nowadays. Now everything got changed. In just 3 months of span, everything got changed. As we have online yoga sessions and online Ayurveda sessions, online music sessions from the Embassy of India, but we are now heading to International Yoga Day, International Day of Yoga, 21st June. For that also, Embassy of India in association of Ministry of Ayush India, we have several competitions, online competitions. Already one competitions has been announced called online yoga asana competition. Please go through the rules and regulations. Now ask your children or try to take this chance to participate in that online yoga competitions. It's international competition. Especially if you will participate from the Bhutan ways, you will get gifts also, attractive gifts. Then here in this regard, this year theme of the yoga day is Ghar Ghar Se Yoga, or yoga from home, because we are now we know that we cannot go outside to do yoga or any public gatherings, so that the concept or the theme of the yoga is called Ghar Ghar Se Yoga. All right, so coming to the yoga workshop regarding the same stress management. And regarding stress management, please remember, when you are in stress, do not get angry. When you are in stress, do not take decisions. When you are in stress, please keep yourself calm and peace. Please keep yourself isolated from the position or from the place. If you are in the stress, the first thing is try to read spiritual books. Or if you are in the stress, try to read the great man's history. If you are in the stress, if you are really possible, try to do your mantra chanting, mantra sadhan. It's all these are like a combined equipment to strike on the stress. And also the spiritual book reading or yoga practices and yoga books of yoga reading also will be giving good help. So while doing your yoga practices, always try to put one small library just next to you, with having of lots of books, local yoga teachers books, and as well as Indian yoga books also. So coming to the next exercises, here especially stress relieving yoga, here we have no particular practices. Every practices will be very important or very beneficial to the practitioner. Every practices, forward bends, back bends, side bends and everything. But how you are doing the span, the time of span, and in a day how many times you are doing, the dedication or the amount of devotion what you have, that's all together, it's work on the mind. And now coming to the practices of the yoga. So coming to the sun salutation, the very important technique for the stress relieving also. It has many other benefits for the physical body and for the mind and for the spiritual affairs also, but still it is very good for the stress management and depression management and fear management. Then okay, keep your position straight. If possible, in the morning, if you want to do, try to turn yourself towards the east and to perform these exercises, if possible. If not possible, you can choose any direction. Alright, inhalation, lift the arms completely up and completely keep your both the palms down at the chest. Pranamasana. Then after that, lift the arms completely and inhalation and slightly body back bending as a Hasta Uttanasana. Then very slowly bend the body forward, bend the body forward, bend the body forward. And keep your right leg as a back leg horse riding posture. Push your body forward, lift your chin up. So that in the total sun salutation, this is very important practice for the hip stretching, for the leg stretching, for the abdomen fat reduction, as well as for diabetes, as well as for this is good for your thighs strengthening also. Then back leg, forward leg also straight. Dandasana, and completely down towards the floor as Ashtanga Namaskar Asana or Sastanga Namaskar Asana. And lift your chin up, push your body completely up, lift your chin further up and stay like a lifted head cobra posture. Observe carefully, back bending exercises are more important than the forward bending exercises for the people who are having the stress. Then after that, Parvatasana, mountain triangular posture. And right leg must be your forward leg, horse riding posture. Again, push your body forward, lift your chin up. Then back leg straight and back leg to the forward. Padahastasana. Then inhalation, lift the arms completely up. And exhalation, release. And then slowly keep your both the hands raised. Then completely stretch and relaxation. Take a long pause. And regarding health management or regarding stress management, it is more important to see yourself, to making yourself happy. For the happiness also, do not depend on your mobiles or TVs. Just try to enjoy your work. Try to enjoy rest also while doing the work. That's a simple phenomenon. If you will be enjoy at your workplace, if you will enjoy whatever you are doing, if you will enjoy in the present tense, now you will be a happiest soul in the world. And coming to the today's schedule called chair yoga. Like keep your two plastic chairs or one plastic chair, that's depend on your body weight, and properly sit. Here also few seconds, take a long, deep and slow inhalation and exhalation. Again, long, deep, slow inhalation and slowly exhalation. Last count, deep, slow inhalation and very slowly exhalation. Right, in our yoga practices also, we are not running very fast as well as we are not doing very slow. We are doing a medium pace of practices. So anyone can catch these practices very easily. Children or senior citizens or elders or students or teachers, office goers, anyone can practice these chair schedules or bamboo schedules or this next rope schedules are very easy. Okay, now let's coming to the next exercise. Yesterday and the day before yesterday in our yoga practices, we did standing pigeon postures, standing pigeon style. Today also we'll see the same sitting pigeon with the chair help, the same thing, side pigeon with the chair help. So I'm requesting my video technician to come here. So here, take a long deep inhalation and exhalation, put your chair on your right side. Then after that, try to keep your right leg closer to the chair. Observe carefully. If you have any knee issues or thigh issues or any ankle related or bone related issues, try to don't do or take it light, or still please take advice from your physician as well as your yoga teacher. And try to fold your right leg, turn your right leg, just free your right leg. Then after that, try to put your right leg on the chair. Then after that, keep your second leg, adjust your second leg, hold your above leg with your that concerned right arm. Then catch your leg, then completely press towards the waist and come back. Again, press towards the waist and come back. Last count, press towards the waist. At the same time, try to put your right elbow at the toe and lift your alternate arm. Few seconds, stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then relaxations, come back. Take again long and slow inhalation and exhalation. Same exercise here. If you have still flexibility or still interest to put maximum effort, try to touch your head towards your toe if possible. 1, 2, 3 and 4 relaxations. Enough, come back. Then very slowly keep your leg out, adjust your forward leg and below leg, and try to bend and fuse again, relax from the posture and take a long and slow inhalation and exhalation. Then same thing here. Just try to shift your chair, or you can turn towards opposite side also. The same thing, try to put your left leg on the chair. Then after that, and bend the leg. Try to keep your thigh on the chair. Then after that, hold the toe. Catch your toe, press your toe. 1 and come back. 2 and come back. After this pre-position exercises, now straight away go for the next exercise. Try to put your elbow at the toe. Then after that, lift your alternate arm up and very slowly with exhalation, press and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, come back. If you have still flexibility and interest, try to press that leg more and try to press your head towards the toes and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3 relaxations, enough, come back. Then very slowly keep your leg out. Again, take a long and slow inhalations and exhalations. Especially in the yoga exercises, the people who are suffering from the stress or fear or depression or anxiety or phobia, the variety of practices will give you good help, will help you. So that one day you can do chair yoga, one day you can do stick yoga, one day you can do other form of yoga, or one day you can do anti-bust ball yoga. So choose yourself in a convenient way, like as well as try to increase more hobbies also. And coming to the next exercise, Ekapada Asana. As we know that standing Ekapada Asana also we have, but sitting also we can do a simple variation. First keep your right leg again on the chair. So here try to below leg, like keep your below leg stretch forward. And try to press your leg more. And after that try to put your both the hands on the floor. Then from there try to bend the body more on the forward leg. Here we have two variations. In a single go, I will do the total 3 postures. One is forward bend, one is body side turn, one is opposite side turn also. Just check my postures. Now keep your head completely down. Then after that, try to put your left hand on the floor, lift your right arm up and completely rotate, revolve the body and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Come back. Same thing here, opposite side, full turn and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then relaxations, enough. Come back. Then very slowly keep your forward leg slightly, move inside. Then after that bend that leg and relieve from the chair and relaxations, enough. Come back. Here, after practices, just go for your postages. And the same thing here, opposite side, Ekapada Asana, as well as the flow of next 3 exercises. Keep your left knee on the chair. And keep stretch your, just walk with your forward leg. And try to keep your hand on the leg, few seconds stay, press that leg more. Then after that, try to keep your both the hands on the floor and put your head on the knee and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Come back. This time on opposite side hand, completely reverse the body, a full turn and stay. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Come back. Opposite side, same thing, full turn and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and relaxations, enough. Come back. Again, slowly keep your leg inside. Then very slowly keep your leg out and release and relaxation. So initially, don't be in the posture for a long time. Maybe 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds, enough. If you are really interested or if you are really into the practices, then only you can extend that time to 30 seconds or more time. Okay, in this regard, I am requesting you all, try to watch our Facebook live every day, as well as try to see our previous videos also to make yourself motivated and to get inspiration, as well as try to ask your children, try to tell your children also to do these yoga exercises, very simple and very effective. As we know that today's like this year's concept yoga theme is called Ghar Ghar Se Yoga, or yoga from home. For that we have many competitions and many other things also. It's coming in the online. So my request is please try to watch and please try to follow this Facebook and try to see the remaining notifications also what Embassy of India is putting inside, like regarding Yoga Day. My request is try to all please participate in every event. Okay, now let's coming to the next exercise called pranayama practices. So try to sit in any convenient posture on the chair or any surface or even on the floor. Today is our chair exercise, so that I'm sitting on the chair for doing pranayama. Take a long inhalation, exhalation. So today also we have very important set like yesterday, Kapalabhati, as well as Sitali pranayama, as well as regular breath. Especially in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the sacred yogic text, Hatha Yoga Pradipika called as this pranayama already mentioned that Gulma Plihadi Roga Jwaram Pittam Kshudan Trusham Vishani Sitali Nama Kumbhikiyam Nihantihi, means it is rectifying the enlarged liver, enlarged pancreas, enlarged stomach. The simple Sitali pranayama can be useful in all abdomen related diseases also, as well as it is also good to control the hunger and thirst. And this is also good for the balance in the mind, as well as it is giving cooling effect to the body. Sitali pranayam, like gulma plihadi roga jwaram pittam kshudantrisham vishani sitali nama kumbhikiyam nihantihi. So this is very important sloka in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Okay, now we are now heading to practices of pranayam. And first Kapalabhati, only 5 strokes. Close your eyes, don't go fast. Take 3 seconds time for every inhalation and every exhalation. First slowly inhalation and breathe out. Again very slowly inhalation, breathe out. Again slowly inhalation, breathe out. 4th count inhalation, breathe out. Last count inhalation and breathe out, relaxation, come back. When you have high blood pressure, this Kapalabhati will not suitable to you in a fast variation, but if you will do this Kapalabhati in a slow variation called 1:5, like 1 stroke equivalent to 5 seconds or 1 stroke equivalent to 10 seconds, that will be helpful for the high blood pressure people. Also that is good for the people who are having the heart problems or brain problems, as well as the remaining stress related problems also. Now coming to Sitali Pranayam. Sitali Pranayam is a very simple technique as mentioned yesterday. First take your tongue out, fold the tongue, inhalation with that folded tongue, after that close your mouth, and exhalation with the nose. Again inhalation and after that slowly breathe out from the nose. Last count again inhalation from the tongue and very slowly exhalation with the nose. The same exercise, if the people cannot fold the tongue, for them also we have good practice called Sadanta Pranayam or Sitkari Pranayam. Keep your both the teeth, both the jaws closed, and after that open your lips and inhalation with the tooth edges. And after that very slowly breathe out from the nose. Same thing. Breathe out from the nose. Again last count, breathe in and breathe out from the nose. Then after finishing Sitali or Sitkari along with the Kapalabhati as a last exercise, regular breathe in and regular breathe out. Now slowly deep long inhalations, then very slowly keep the total breath out. Again second count, completely breathe in and completely breathe out. So last count, completely breathe in and completely breathe out. So after your physical practices and after your pranayam practices, try to give some time for the Ekagrata Abhyas, Trataka Abhyas or Ekagrata Abhyas in the name of meditation. Then after that, if possible, try to take a rest for in the Shavasana for at least 5 to 10 minutes time. After finishing your total yoga portion, try to give at least 15 minutes time to take bath, as well as at least try to give 20 to 25 minutes to having your breakfast. Today's session, we are at the conclusion. So here, again, I'm stressing this next word called, we have Embassy of India, Facebook live streaming, music and yoga, as well as we are repeatedly giving the notifications regarding Ghar Ghar Se Yoga. This year yoga theme is yoga from home, Ghar Ghar Se Yoga. Regarding that also we have many competitions. Those people the people, all groups of people can participate in that competitions. So that my requesting is please all of you participate in that competitions. That's the international level competitions. That's a very easy and very simple competitions. Okay, thanking you all for giving this opportunity to me. So stay free and stay safe in your homes. Thank you for all.